Hello everyone, it is TIJ and welcome to episode 23 of our Ashes Cricket Player Career Mode with Joe Root. Today we start the second test match against India. Now, don't worry, for a start, you haven't missed an episode. If you watched the last episode, we did the first one-day international against India. We decided to skip all that nonsense and get straight onto the test series. Now, I don't know how it happened, but when I was fast-forwarding through to the first game of the test series, for some reason, I managed to simulate the first test. Which is a little bit annoying, but hopefully you guys are alright with that. And unfortunately, it's something I couldn't stop because even though we stopped the series before because it was not auto-saved. Funnily enough, it comes to our disadvantage once again if it auto-saved because it sort of went. It auto-saved after we'd simulated. Unfortunately, we couldn't go back. But we did win the first test match. Not very good runs, must I have to say. 4 and 26, which isn't all too fantastic. But we've got the second test match today. And we're going to start that today. As you can see, my controller's still, of course, you know, the same as it is. Now. I am wondering whether we can change this somewhere. Because the test team has been selected for the game against India here. Fair enough. I don't want to go back to that now. Now, can we select the test team? Obviously, the team's been selected now for this match. But I wonder in the future... Oh, I don't want to put it on easiest. I wonder in the future, can we possibly pick the test team ourselves? Because as you can see, we can't pick it here. But I wonder in the settings somewhere, whether we get any inbox message, whether we want to have any input or whatever. I don't quite know. But we're at the Birmingham region for this second test match, which I'm guessing is basically Edgbaston. I have downloaded the, what's it called? I think it's on the Cricket Academy. I've downloaded all the stadiums. But I don't think they've got the official names, which is a bit annoying. So the Birmingham Arena is Edgbaston. It doesn't look anything like Edgbaston, but I suppose it adds a little bit of realism into the series, as well, of course, of having the India players on as well. But I don't know what to expect from this test match. Obviously, we're 1-0 up in the series, as did happen in real life. I'm recording this on Monday, and we've just won the test series in real life from 3-1. So if there's any Indians watching, I don't want to rub it in too much, but I'll tell you what, we were good. We were good. I thought we were very good in that last test match. For the first time in my life, I felt a bit sorry for Keaton Jennings because I genuinely think he played well in that second innings, but he played a bit of a stupid shot to get out, so typical Jennings. But I have to say that we were maybe a little bit lucky because if Moeen Ali wouldn't have been playing, it could have made an absolutely massive difference. But besides, this isn't the real world, this is Ashes cricket, and today we're playing the same test team as we've played all along. Cook, Stoneman, Vince, Root, Malan, Bairstow, Overton, Ali, Woakes, Broad and Anderson. Now, I would ideally like to be getting the likes of Curran into the team, the likes of Jennings, and perhaps Gary Ballance, because I've been playing a little bit of this behind the scenes, and it seems that Gary Ballance is very good in this game. Now, a number 3, which is something we'd really England sort of struggle with, so perhaps Gary Ballance could be someone who comes in and does well here. Now, we've won the toss. As you can see, my controller's glitching as always, but we'll... Oh, for goodness sake. It's so annoying, this controller, sometimes. I'm just too tight to buy a new one. I was going to have a bat, but the controller just decided to click down without my permission. And we're having a bowl instead, which is a little bit annoying, but nonetheless, we're going to have a bowl now. Right, Tactics Simulator. I wonder if we can change the batting order at all. Obviously, we can't change the team, but let's have a look at the batting order. So we've got Cook, Stoneman, Vince, Root, Malan, Bairstow, Overton. I'm going to try something different. Put Ali as number 3, as he did in the last test match we played in real life. So, Vince... I'm going to put Vince at number 5. See how that works. Put Malan at number 6. Bairstow at 7. And then we'll put Woakes over Overton. Overton, Stuart Broad, and then Jimmy Anderson. I'm quite happy with that. Makes a bit of a change. Let's see if we can do anything with it. And the unfortunate bit is, if you look at that team... There's no Kohli in there, but MS Dhoni is in there. So that's a bit unrealistic. So that's a bit unfortunate. We can't really do anything about that. But let's have a look how the Indians get on. Overton and Broad taking 2 fairly early wickets, but Pandey and Murray get quite a good partnership. But at the end of the first day of the test match, they're out by 4:15, which is a bit stupid, to be honest. The run rate on this game is absolutely ridiculous. Because... they've scored 361 and they're all out by 4:15 on the first day. Now, in the test series, it's completely the opposite because in real life, they've been going probably 2 or 3 and over. Now, in this game, it's like blooming 6-7 and over. As you can see, straight away, that's just not realistic, is it, from Cook? He's battered it to the boundary in the first ball. Which seems stupid because, as I've seen on the scoreboard, there's 2 overs left in the day. Now, surely, there's more for us to lose than them because, you know, we've got to... We could potentially lose an early wicket here. And as you can see, he's going quite aggressive again, which just isn't needed. But there's only, as I said, there's only 2 overs left in the day. So if we just fast forward an over each time, just to make sure there's no wickets taken. So after the first over, Cook's got 12. And Stoneman's gone for 1. So we've lost a lot there because Stoneman's gone for 1. And now we've already got number 3 in Moeen Ali. And hopefully he doesn't get out too cheaply because then that means that we've got a real job to do. Fair enough, we're meant to be Captain Fantastic, but we have got a job to do. And at the end of the day, our confidence is a little bit low at the moment because we haven't had a high score for a long time. So, the pressure's on us a little bit. Hopefully, though, these two can get a good partnership. Oh, stop after wicket, yeah. And that wicket fell fairly cheaply. Cook's out for 15. And after 6 overs, we're in, which just seems bonkers. Here comes Bumrah. Nice shot, but we're not going to go for the runs. More sort of consistency I'm looking for today. I'd like to chip away at a 50. But I don't want to do anything too quickly, because as proved in the One Day International that we played last time, we went for some stupid shots, and that meant, in the end, that we were out quite cheaply. Now, I want to get a good score. I'm not focused on how quickly or slowly it takes. That might make a bit of a boring video. But I don't want to whack it about at the same time. This is a good opportunity, like down this right-hand side. On the offside, it seems like fair enough. But again, we're not going to run at that, because that just seems stupid. But we're playing some good shots. If we can get 1 or 2 off this ball, that would be ideal. But the field's nicely set up so that really, unless we go straight down the ground, I can't see how we're going to get runs here. That's nice, though. But we could have gone for 1 there, but we haven't. And that's the end of the over. Wicket maiden for Bumrah there. Moeen Ali comes back in. And after the over, it's another maiden over. So we're very much slowing things down. After an over and a half, we've got a partnership of exactly none. But I'm not fussed about that too much. But that's quite a wide ball, so we will go for that wider line on the offside. Because that ball certainly treats itself and tends itself to that sort of hit. And that's our first runs, 4 off 5. That's a good boundary there. See what I mean? When the opportunities come, we'll take them. But we're not being stupid. Full ball. Again, we could have gone for the run there, but... too risky. We've lost 2 early wickets here as well. That's what you've got to look at. We've lost Cook and Stoneman, our 2 openers already. Ali's in a bit of a weird position because he doesn't usually bat at number 3. So, really, I want to focus on A, keeping us in to control this game, and B, keeping Ali in. Because the way we're going, with our 2 openers out, if we lose another wicket here, we could be, you know, sort of 50 for 3, and that's worrying. A lot of bounce and nasty balls being played in, which is expected, to be honest, by Bumrah, because in the first 8 overs they've took 2 wickets, and, you know, their hopes is surely on getting another one. I don't know if it's a bowling pitch. That was a bit of a silly shot. I don't know if it's a bowling pitch, though, because it seemed like a fairly high score that India got, 361. Yeah. So, I'm not quite sure. Can we get any runs to finish off the over? That's a nice shot, but we're not going to go for the runs. So, 4 off the over there. Pretty decent over. And that keeps us with our exact run rate of 4. Ali gets 1 off there. Nice single. In comes Ishant Sharma. There's a nice gap between the 2 fielders there. We'll try and exploit that. Full ball. And again, that should be a single. Possibly a 2. I don't see this one going to the boundary, but it could do. Let's be risky here. Let's go for 3, because there's a bit of a fumble at the field, and that's a nice shot. That's good stuff. 4 off this over, and that's more like it. When we see the opportunity, we'll go for it. And Ali again with another single. So we're getting off to a good start here. 1,600 runs now scored for Joe Root in our career. That's a good shot. Again, exploiting that gap between the fielders. It does seem on this game that it does take a while for the fielders to actually click that there's a gap between them. There's a massive gap between them two there. And we've exploited that already twice over. So surely they'd close up the gap, but no. Last ball of the over. I think we will defend this one unless an opportunity comes. We'll hit it, but no, we'll keep it. That's a good over though. 9 off that one. So again, particularly good. And the partnership starts to get a little bit better here. Ooh, here comes the finger spin. So off that one, Ali I think must have just got the 1. Now, we want to be careful against Herd Wachter here, because the spinners are quite nasty. It's usually Ashwin, isn't it, that spins for India. Just try and move a little bit more to the right. Try and avoid the in-swinger. Let's move, actually, again. We'll defend that one. This one might well be a maiden over, because I'm not comfortable swinging against the spinners. Especially now the game seems a lot harder. You can easily edge it now. That's a nice shot. There's a fielder out there, but will he catch it? We'll go for the 2. The fielder should get there. Actually, no, he's passed it to his mate. So we'll go for the 3. I'd rather be off strike, to be honest, here. And Ali's doing fairly decently, chipping away quite well. And if Ali can stay in, which he has done, 24 off 38 balls. Now the wrist spin comes in, Jesus. Building up quite a nice partnership, though, here. Oh, nasty. Coming around the wicket, though, which we don't like. That'll do. That's a nice shot. Again, fielder out there, but I think we'll get 4 this time, purely because of the pace on the shot. That was a nice shot played by us there. Let's have a look at the replay. In comes Yadav, and really, it just gives us the opportunity straight to the bat. And that's lovely, down the offside. And that's a nice shot to get to the boundary. As you can see, you're sponsored by Australia. Bit controversial. The ball tamperers. And he comes again. Again, that's another nice shot. Not as good as the last one, but again, I think we will get 2. It's not going to get to the boundary here, but I think we'll just settle for 2. But what I'm trying to convey in this video is that we haven't got to go swinging everyone for 6. When we get an opportunity, we'll take it. And for surprisingly, we've got a strike rate more than 100 at the moment after, in our first 4 or 5 balls, not getting anything. Oh, that's close. No. Umpire's not convinced. Will they review that one? Bit of a silly shot from us there, but I don't think it touched the bat. And India don't review. In comes Yadav then. 5th off the over. We've got 6 off the over, so I think we'll just defend these last 2. Don't want to do anything too outrageous. But if we could get to sort of 100 for 2 with Ali still in, that would be brilliant. And he comes again. Ooh, that was a silly shot to play because it was coming, it was spinning really round the wicket. As you can see, number 6 is this white ball now. And quite accurate bowling there on that over. Here comes Hudwarka, is it? Again. But he bowls for an over. Ali stays in. 28 off 44 and in comes Yadav again. Full toss. And we'll go for that one. It was an edge. But that doesn't particularly matter. I don't think the fielder's going to get to this one. And whether it's luck or not... No, it's just stopped. But luckily, it's got to the boundary. A little bit of luck there. But if we can take the runs we need off the over in the first ball, it takes a little bit of pressure off for the rest of the over. And he comes again. We're not going to play that one. Oh, we are obviously going to have to play it because with the spinner, any ball can get to the wicket. But we're just going to keep it. Keep it nice and tight. Don't do anything daft. Let's try a precision shot here. That'll do. That's nice. Strikes the fielder though. And we're doing well here. In comes Yadav. 4th delivery of the over. That's a nice one. Oh, how stupid was that by us there? We should never have played that in a million years. But it just proves that whilst you can have a composed start to the innings, one silly shot and a little bit of greediness in one that we really should have left because it was nowhere near the wicket. Nowhere near. We saw an opportunity, we were too late, and it was an easy catch for first slip. And that's annoying, to say the least. 68 for 3 now, and that's annoying for us. Ali's now gone for 36, caught by Dhoni. Malan's gone cheap. Luckily we avoid the follow-on, and it's a nice partnership from Vince and Bairstow, but Woke's gone cheaply. Overton gone. Is Vince going to carry his bat here? Seems like an inspired decision to move him to number 5. 86, 122, sorry, but it's a poor first innings to be honest. Compromised really by our first 2 batsmen, I would say. Lovely shot from Anderson there, blimey. The man, Jimmy Anderson. Will he go for free? That probably makes more sense. But it's gone to the boundary anyway. It really makes sense for Jimmy to give Vincey the strike. But besides, Jimmy seems comfortable. And to be fair, he's going for it here. There's only one wicket left, so they may as well go for it. You know, we're quite a long way behind, so there's no point defending it. And Jimmy is playing with some style at the moment. Let's watch the rest of this over.
The last one clearly not working.
Again, lovely. It's only with a single though this time, which is fair enough. James Vince back on strike. Fantastic innings from Vince. Again, without Vince, our test match could have been really over. Pardon me, over at the first hurdle. In comes Ashwin again. Nice shot, but he'll stay where he is. Good sensible decision. They'll probably go for the single here to keep Vince on strike, you would have thought. In comes Ashwin. Final delivery of the over. And that's a nice shot from Vince again. They go for the single, but it might be two they go for here. No, they don't. Vince is kept back on strike, and after 59 overs, it's 253 for 9. Let's fast forward a few overs, shall we? Hopefully they can stay in, but we'll fast forward 5 overs. And they're both still in. Vince is just... Ah, it's unfortunate. We've just missed Vince get his 100. That's a bit unfortunate. We've just missed that. But Jimmy Anderson ticking along as well. And if there's a good partnership between these two, and Anderson's really going for it. If there's a good partnership between these two, there's no reason why we can't catch up to India in terms of their first innings score. Again, Jimmy produced the runs when he can and when he needs to, but Vince is the top class batsman in this innings anyway. Let's not have a look at what he's done in previous innings, but in this innings, he's been the top class batsman which he needs to save us from a pretty dire first few wickets taken, to be honest. Ishant Sharma comes in again. Can Vince add to his score? No, he just leaves that one. That's sensible, to be honest. Let's skip another 5 overs. See what happens. Stop at a wicket or 5 overs. And James Vince, after 66.5 overs, unfortunately caught for 100 and something. Jimmy Anderson comes out and he's gone. But what a performance from James Vince there. 114. And James Anderson carries his bat, as you can see, from 4 for 82. We did pretty decently. Stone with a disaster, and to be honest, Cook with a disaster as well. But nonetheless, let's see how we get on in the second innings against India. Now we'll watch us bowl and then we'll bat in the next video. So let's see how we get on. So manage bowlers. Who's going to bowl first? Yeah, Cook. Anderson and Broad. That makes sense to me. 20 overs we'll go for. Let's see how they get on. They've took 2 early wickets. Overton taking both of them. Seems like Woakes and Overton are the bowlers at the moment. And that looks good to me. 6 overs left in the day. In comes Woakes. It's a decent shot, but nothing coming of it. I'm going to have to try some spin at the end of the day. I think we'll try some spin. So, tactics, manage bowlers. We'll keep Woakes in, because he's only bowled 3 overs. And that's the next over. To be fair, we have had Ali bowling, and he's not been brilliant. Should we have a bowl? No, let's not. Let's let Ali have a bowl. So let's just skip by ball, and then we'll watch Ali's over, see if he does anything off it. Here he is, Moeen Ali. He's having a bowl. He's had 5 overs already, 22 off them. But I'm just thinking, with 5 overs left in the day, it'd be brilliant if we get a late wicket. In he comes. Nothing coming of that one. If anything as well, we want to keep the run rate down. In he comes again. Good partnership between these two. And again, it'd be brilliant if we could break it. Nice shot though there. Come on, run after it. Throw it to the bowler's end, yeah. What are we doing?
Good precision with a throw back from the deep. He'll get 2 for that. Great shot.
Don't think there's anything coming of this one though, to be honest. We'll skip it to the last over, shall we? Skip over by time, so 1 over. How many's that left then now? 3 overs left in the day, so we'll skip another 2. And you know what? Let's No, we want Ali to be the active bowler, and we'll have a little bowl at the end of the day, shall we? Because I know you guys would like to see that. It's only going to be 1 over, but I know you guys would like to see that. So, stop at career player. Oh, what? Oh, charming. I thought career play would have been, you know, we would have had a bowl off our own accord, but fair enough. That's charming. So, wow. Wokes took that wicket. And I guess we're just going to have to simulate until they're all out. It's a bit of a shame. I'd have liked to have a bowl there. But they're 305 for 8. Day 3. And again, they're 343 for 9. So what have we got to chase? Ashwin doing very well. 65 off 98 balls. Wokes with a decent record, actually. Comes in and that's a decent shot, but nothing coming of it. So how much do they lead by 416? That's a tough one. Right. Let's just stop at the wicket, shall we? Which is taken, thank God. Bumrah's finally out. And we are, well, they've, alright, 347. And we trail by 420. With just over 2 days to go, can we win this test match? Let me down in the comments. And we will see how we get on in the next episode on Saturday at 6 PM. Make sure you don't miss out, folks. I've been TIJ, and I will see you guys on Saturday for the last innings of this test match. Goodbye.